guys, welcome back to my channel today. In today's video, we're going to be starting my declutter series. I am very excited to be starting this because my collection is in desperate need of purging. Today's video is all about face palettes. If you guys are new here, hello, my name is Jena Froese. Thank you so much for tuning in and checking out this video today. I do 3 beauty videos a week that are all about high-end and luxury beauty products, so if you're into that, just like I am, I'm sure we get along great. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below, as well as a little bell next to it so you never miss a new video. Before we get started today, any palettes that I declutter will be offered to friends and family who express interest in them, or I'll be giving them to a women's shelter. So I just wanted to let you guys know that, and without further ado, let's get into it. The first one is by Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Filmstar Bronze and Glow. I reached for this product a little bit when I first got it, and then I think it got hidden in my drawer. So I finally found this, and I just remembered that I love it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold on to this guy because I do love it and I really need to make sure I use it more. The next product is my Too Faced Natural Face Palette. I did do a review on this one not too long ago actually, and in my review I wasn't a big fan of this guy. I thought that the highlights were going to be much more natural looking, but instead they have kind of an iridescent sheen. I do like the blushes, and the bronzers are kind of for me. One of them is a little bit orange and the other one has a weird sheen, but it's also a little bit too dark. So for me, I'm just not sure, but I think because I haven't been reaching for this one a lot, this will be my first one to declutter. My next product is from Becca. This is the Apres Ski Glow face palette, I believe. Yes, okay. This palette has 3 highlighters, 2 blushes, and a bronzer. Ooh, this one is tough because as I'm looking at the highlights that are in here, the first one is Rose Quartz. I have that. Second one is Opal. I have that one. Icicle is the new shade, and to me, it is really, really frosty on the skin. A little bit too light for my skin tone. Winterberry is a nice blush, but the other blush in here is a little bit too coppery. Then we have a bronzer right here, which is Bronzed Bondi, which is nice, but again, I'm not really grabbing for this too much, honestly, because I do have a lot of these in my collection already. As I said, this blush right here is really, really dark on me, so that I haven't been using. And Icicle, I really haven't been using. Ugh, this palette really is amazing formula-wise, guys. Honestly, Becca highlighters are some of my favorites. Their blushes are great too, and their bronzers. So I honestly think if this is something that would suit your needs, then definitely consider checking it out, but I will be passing this along to someone that will give it more love than I can. The next palette I have, wow, that is super reflective packaging, sorry. Anyways, this is from Hourglass. It is the Ambient Lighting Edit palette number 3. I use this a lot, guys. A lot. I really, really like Hourglass's formula. There's a strobe powder, finishing powder, blush, bronzer. There's everything in here, and they're just very, very high quality. This one I'm definitely going to keep because I have been using this quite a bit, and it is just so beautiful, as you can see, and none of these shades are shades I have as singles either. So that one is definitely worth keeping. My next palette is by Smashbox. This is the Cali Contour palette. I just hauled this in my VIB sale haul as well, but this has been one I've been using a lot because these shades really, really work with my skin. Literally every single one of them I feel like has worked for me in some capacity. I just love how this is put together. The formula is very consistent. I definitely recommend this one if you guys want to check it out, but this is for sure going to stay. I already know this. I don't even have to think twice. My next palette is from Tom Ford. This is the Soleil Contour Compact, and this is in the Afternooner. I swear so many of my face palettes have mirrored packaging, so I do apologize. Anyways, this one is very beautiful. As you can see in the packaging, it's stunning. This one was incredibly expensive too because it's Tom Ford. The blush is a very nice color. I believe the highlight is a little bit chalky, is that the word? It's just not a very natural highlight. It's quite opaque, if that makes sense. So I guess chalky is the wrong word. It's just quite opaque, and it does kind of look a little bit like a streak if you're not careful. The bronzer is a little bit light too, but that's just me. Anyways, I haven't been gravitating towards this at all. I wish I liked this a tad more because the blush is really, really nice, but I think because I haven't been gravitating towards this, this one is also going to be passed along. The next palette I have here is by Estee Lauder. This is the Bronze Goddess Summer Glow Multi-Palette. I believe this one was released last summer. I can't quite remember. Anyways, this one I have barely touched. It's kind of embarrassing, but as you can see, very similar to the Tom Ford that I just talked about. These pans are textured as well, which I'm not a big fan of, but I also haven't been gravitating towards this very much at all either. The colors are very beautiful. I think the highlight on this one is a little bit better than the one on the Tom Ford. It's not as opaque. It's definitely a little bit more natural looking, but this one is going to be another one because as you can see, I've barely touched it. So that might be my first clue that this is probably not for me. I think what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to pass this one along as well because honestly, it's been sitting in my drawer for quite some time and I do know that other people would really love on this a lot more than I have. My next palette is also from Hourglass. This one is the Ambient Edit in Surreal Light. This one is beautiful. Love the marble packaging. It is smooth. I love it. Love the mirror in it too. And this is another one that I've been using up a lot. So I'm very, very happy that I have this in my collection. This one is a bit different in that it has quite a large pan right here. When the other one was a 6-pan one, this one is just a 5-pan, but these are also shades that I don't have, and they also are different from the Ambient Edit Volume 3 that I showed previous. So this one, because I've been gravitating towards it a lot, I think I'm going to keep it because Hourglass powders, guys, I highly recommend them. They are stunning, very high quality, as you know. My next palette is from Kat Von D. This is the Shade and Light Contour Palette, and this is in the Powder Edition. Oh man, you guys, I'm so embarrassed about this one because I got it not that long ago, maybe last month. I haven't dived into it much at all, I'm going to be honest, but I have heard some great reviews on this and people love this one. So I think I'm just going to give it a fair chance. I'm certainly not going to declutter it yet because I haven't really formulated my thoughts fully. I got this one because Jaclyn Hill loves using it to set under the eyes, and I think she also uses a contour shade in here. I can't quite remember, but either way, I really need to give this one more love and definitely more time to figure out if I'm going to keep it or not. So I'm definitely going to keep it for now, but I'm going to put it in a pile that will remind myself to use it. My next palette is the only drugstore palette that I have in this bundle here. This is from the Balm. This is the Getaway Trio, and I actually got this in my Gen Beauty gift bag, actually. But I have tried them, and you know what? These are actually not bad. There are 2 blushes and a bronzer in here. Very good quality for sure. I haven't really tried too much from the Balm to begin with, so yeah, I mean, I had some really good first impressions for sure. This one is definitely really cute, but I haven't actually been gravitating to it as much as I thought I would, so I'm definitely going to pass this along to someone that I think would show it much more love. My next palette is from Makeup Forever. This is the Pro Sculpting palette. This one is all creams, and guys, I really need to be honest with myself. I am not a fan of cream products. I really don't use them too much at all, certainly not as often as I would like. This one is definitely an older palette to me. I think I've had it for a couple of years now, so unfortunately, this one is going to be thrown out. The next face palette I have is from Nars. This is the Bord de Plage palette. This one I have been loving, guys. Honestly, as you can see, this one has got a lot of love. There are 4 highlights and 2 bronzers in here. I am not 100% sure if this one is still available. I love the formula of these highlights. They melt into the skin and they look very, very natural and beautiful. The bronzers are great too. This is definitely a hit with me and definitely going to be sticking around. The next product I have is from Becca. This is the Becca and Chrissy Teigen collaboration. I really, really love the highlights in here. There's a blush and a bronzer as well. Out of the 4 pans in here, I know that I own the rose gold highlight already from Becca, but the other 3 pans in here are definitely exclusive to the palette. I have been using them quite a bit actually. Again, the Becca formula for face products is so beautiful, so this one I am definitely going to be hanging on to. The next palette I have is the Becca and Jaclyn Hill collaboration. This one is another one, guys, I use all the time. This one is super beautiful. I love Champagne Pop and Prosecco Pop, and both of them are in here, and I don't have them as singles because they are in here, so I have not bought them as singles. Anyways, the other 3 pans are blushes, and I really do think that they are beautiful blushes. Anyways, I'm using this one a lot, and I really do love it, so this one is definitely going to stay. We are almost near the end here. My next product is from Natasha Denona. This is the Sculpt and Glow palette. When I opened this guy up, okay, let's make some room here for it. There we go. Basically, what I see is me barely touching this one. Honestly, I haven't used it too much at all. In this palette, there are 4 highlights and 2 contour shades, but half of it is cream and half of it is powder. I do think the formula is really, really good, but the creams, again, do not attract me, honestly. So I think instead of letting this sit in my drawer and just not getting any use out of, I'm definitely going to pass it along. The last product in my face palette collection also is from Natasha Denona. This is the Diamond and Glow palette in number 1 Darya. So again, this one has the cream on the top and the powder on the bottom. There are 4 highlights and 2 blushes in this one. The formulas are very, very nice on this one. I still 100% stand by my review, but I haven't been gravitating towards this too much at all. Because I haven't been using it too much, and I know that creams are really not my favorite, I think I'm just gonna pass it along because there are some beautiful colors in here. I think that someone else will definitely love this one. Anyways, guys, that is it for my first declutter video. Whew, I feel a sigh of relief because I'm definitely keeping some winners and I'm passing along some great stuff too for other people that will also enjoy them. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to let me know by giving it a big thumbs up, as well as don't forget to subscribe on your way out. Definitely leave me a comment below if you love declutter videos and you want me to do more of them. And until my next video, guys, take care. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!